Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies. You children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing but is sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did. Give a fuck about intentions. You can watch what I do. Just stay the fuck.
Smash that like button. Don't be a cunt. Don't waste my time. Hit that like button. Let's do it. Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 16 hundo and fois of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today we are talking about some shit. We're going to get into some awesome SwoleFam posts, as we always do. We got a couple Dookie Duke posts, and we got some more content coming up later. Make sure that you are all subscribed to all of our shows. Got some big news coming up. We got the Swolenormous Procast Impact coming to you. So we're going to get that podcast up ASAP. Of course, any kind of bonus content from Swolenormous Pro channel will be available for members. So there's a lot of great stuff coming to Swole TV. So there will be another podcast for you to listen to where I will cover the latest in tech, social media, marketing, business, and such. So that's going to be a podcast as well. Make sure you also subscribe to the Daily Swole and Red, White, and Swole. Just type in Swolenormous, and you can check out all the shows over there on your favorite podcast app, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Apple Podcast, all that good shit. Never a shortage of content. Let's get into the tip today, shall we? Let's get into it. Let's bust this beesh out. Just an inch.
It's
cold outside. Let's get this beesh out of her nut, shall we? Cover your nips and let's get into it.
Tessie.
Leo, you raging drunk. All right, hashtag fuck your resolutions. I'll also accept a hashtag FYR in the comments. Make sure you smash that like button and we'll get underway. So use that hashtag FYR, hashtag fuck your resolutions. You want to spell it all out? Extra respect for you. Extra respect if you do the whole hashtag. Look at that sexy peppermint tip. You looking good, baby girl. You looking good. Let me get this hashtag fuck your resolutions. And of course, the big deal, the big tits going on right now is the fact that we still have our fuck your resolutions specials going on right now at swolenormousx.com. Head on over there and join the SwoleFam today. Why would you not want to? It's fucking amazing. You know it's amazing. I mentioned it already, fam. I'm stoked. I am stoked for Monday. We got some new announcements and stuff that might release before Monday, but I'll be telling you and putting that sack, putting it right in your face and be like, hey, we got this stuff going on. I'll be letting you know on Monday. But a lot of awesome shit. A lot of awesome shit. Oh, let's see. Let's get into today's first post. Let's get into today's first topic, shall we? Let's do this. What we got?
What's in the box?
What we got? All right. First post today is from Julia. Julia inside the SwoleFam. Julia says, hey, fam. Hi, Julia. So it's now week 3 or 4, or I've lost count. I got to get into my storytelling voice of me being in a lot of pain and constantly on pain meds. Oh, no. We don't like that. We don't like that. I was meant to have my procedure done yesterday, but they pushed it back by a week or so now. I'll have to go in Saturday to have it done. What are you talking about? I wonder what procedure that is. Just mystery. But they pushed it back a week. I can't walk. I'm always crying, and I'm not even able to sleep at this point. Oh no, my kidneys are inflamed. I'm generally just not having a good time. It certainly doesn't sound like it. I'm still trying my best to do something when I can, but it hasn't been much. Anyways, thank you all for being amazing and supportive. You're the best. Aw, Julia, your kidneys are inflamed. How'd that happen? I'm sorry to hear that. So much love for myself and the SwoleFam. I guess it's a good thing. So Saturday it's going to get done, whatever that is. Let's get those kidneys unflamed. Let's get those kidneys unflamed. Ugh, that just sounds painful. Can't walk, probably can't lie down, probably hurts to pee or whatever. My goodness. Kidneys are inflamed. God, just ouch. I'm sorry to hear that, Julia, but we do have your back, so make sure you post up and keep us posted. Post up and keep us posted. I guess I went full
Matt Damon.
I went full Matt Damon on that one. Keep us posted. Posting and keep us posted. Yeah, definitely keep us posted, Julia. Let us know what's going on. Ouch. Red Royals found out my 8-year-old loves the kids' yoga. It's great for me because I get a workout in and it helps him with the excess energy that builds up with not being able to go outside. Is it cold? Is it already snowing where you're at? Or are you talking about COVID? Good, I'm glad. The kids' yoga is great. How many of you are doing the kids' yoga still? Kid yoga is fantastic. Kids' yoga. Nothing like some good kids' yoga. Do it. Get your kids involved. Make sure they're not growing up fat fucks, right? You have to raise them properly. All right. Good stuff. Let's get into another post. We got one from Sarah, new member to the fam. I'm stoked. I'm down. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're getting into here. We're getting into some nitty gritty. Sarah says, hey fam, hi fam. I have now been a member for a whole week, and this is what happened. Oh, I remember my first beer. I remember my first week. I'm having my day job, and I'm writing my final thesis to graduate. I added 7 pillars to my day, although my days are quite busy right now. Well, that integrates. The 7 pillars integrate. You don't just do them in addition. They are your day. They are what you do. Good for you. I wake up earlier so I can do 10-minute meditation, brain gains, and 30-minute ballet-based workout. I work 8 to 9 hours from home and keep my stretching and opening my joints throughout the day. After my workday is completed, I take a few deep breaths and do Swollen 7 with weights and more stretching and opening. Some of them are yoga poses. I might listen to Papa's podcast while doing my after workday routine. Then I am ready to do my thesis. I try to stop working on thesis around 9 p.m. so I can go to sleep at 10 p.m. When I quit my thesis work, I do 15 minutes of Qi Zhang, I guess, similar to Tai Chi, and stretch. On weekends, I can train more, which makes me happy, but I have to also rest so I'm able to eat wisely. Stress and tiredness are my enemies on eating. Okay. Being part of the group made me think how to have routines on my busy days that will keep me sane, but also more moving. Small but effective things. I need to spare my energy for my work, which involves lots of numbers and writing, but also for my thesis that requires also concentration on writing. I am happy with this system, and I have strong feeling that I'm able to keep it up. Next year, or maybe even sooner, I will be able to have more time for those sick gains that everyone keeps on talking about. Good for you, Sarah. Sarah, what I do like is that your name has 2 A's. Three A's, actually. Sarah with three A's. Saara. So welcome to the fam. Welcome. I love it. I love it. And getting back to what you were saying about the 7 pillars and working that into your day, it's just a process. When you figure out your scheduling, when you figure out your time management, what works best for you, everyone's 7 pillars, everyone's execution of nutrition and of training is going to look different. And of course, I have my own approach to it. I have my own opinions. I have my own thoughts on it, but it's all about integrating your fitness as not just part of your life, but that's your life. The 7 pillars are your life in the sense that you need to take care of your fitness. It's not separate. It's not, I do my things, then I do my fitness. No, your fitness and your health is everything. And a lot of people try to separate it. Like, I don't have time. Well, it's not like going to the bank. Fitness is brushing your teeth. You're doing it all the time. You're taking care of your body all the time. Whether you feel like it or not, you're just doing your standard. You're making that your standard. And that's what's really most important. Most people are completely oblivious to the necessity of that type of discipline. And that's important. You have to build that. That comes with time. And it comes with building those habits that allow you to build that discipline because you're doing it all the time and you're locked in and you make it part of your system. You make it part of your flow. And if you're really consistent with it and you're really consistent with those habits, that's where that discipline comes from. It comes from you repping that all the time. It comes from when you do it, when you're doing it when you don't feel like it. That's where it comes from. So good for you. Good shit. Sarah's killing it. Sarah's killing it. Hashtag fuck your resolutions. Drop that in the comments down below. Drop that in the comments down below if you want a chance to win today's Swole card. What's up, Russell? I would include as much walking per day as you can. 8 to 9 hours working in the home is a lot of sedentary hours. Who's sitting down for 8 to 9 hours? Oh, you mean when she was saying I work for 8 to 9? Well, it doesn't mean she's sitting down the whole time. But I would definitely get up, set your timer for like 25, 30 minutes, get up and stretch once in a while. Like after I do the podcast, I'll stand up. I have this desk goes all the way up and down. So get a standing desk, move around a little bit. But even standing in one place, a lot of people think, hey, I have a standing desk. I'm standing at work. Standing in one place all the time is terrible too. You want to be moving. So as long as you're going up and down and you're sitting and you're walking and you're moving, a standing desk is only as good as you continuously moving and walking around your room and stuff like that. So make sure you're not just standing in one place all the time. That's not good either. That's not good either. Let's see, Kay. And those that aren't doing that are the same people that end up terminating their gym membership in March. That's right. Fuck your resolutions. Why wait? Why wait? Hey, I feel like we're going to be in the new year before we know it. It's already coming up on like the middle of November. What is it, the 5th or something? 4th, 5th? It doesn't even matter. It's going to be 2021 before you know it. 2020 was a blur. That's a blur. That's a big time blur. Where the fuck is everyone? Where are all these fucking pussies? Jesus Christ. Lazy beaches. Drop a comment down below. Drop a comment down below. Very disconcerting. Let's see. Here we go. Let's get a question. Let's get into this a little bit deeper. We got a question here. It's right here.
What's in the box?
What we got. Remember, drop a comment down below if you want your question featured. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. This one is from... They really fucked up this app. Just changed exactly how I like resize things in the app. Still getting a little rusty. Ash B182. Which is more important or should come first, muscle gain or weight loss? Build muscle. You'll lose weight over time. You're not going to really do both at the same time unless you're brand new to the gym. So focus on building muscle, do an elimination diet, focus on eating quality foods. You'll lose that extra fat. It depends on your personal situation though. That's very, very vague. It really depends on the person. If you're 400 pounds, that's much different than if you're like a $110. So it's a huge difference in terms of like psychologically how you approach. So you can't really answer that question unless you know all the context. So they're both important, but weight loss will come with your proper food quality intake, and then your food quantity will follow soon after. You're not going to be overeating. So if you're trying to lose weight or lose extra fat, just eat around your maintenance, focus on your quality of foods, do an elimination diet, start training, lifting weights, and you'll be getting rid of that extra fat. Very simple. Very simple. Very simple. You don't overcomplicate it. But if you have a lot of extra body weight to lose, then you just need to manage your caloric intake. You need to be eating quality foods and start your strength training and walking and moving more. You'll lose extra weight. So it really depends on where you're starting from. Really depends on where you're starting from and, take it from there. So it depends on really what your experience is. If you're brand new to the gym, if you've been training for a while, if you've been out of it for a while, XYZ. Jeff, finally worked out my workplace drama we've talked about. Start working for a new company at the end of the month. There you go. Good for you. Get away from that anti-racism bullshit. Good for you. Good for you. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Greg, if the resolutioners just get started now, they could have their gym memberships canceled before the new year and their gym equipment on sale for me. Yeah. Why wait? Why wait for another month or two? Why wait for another couple months? Why wait for a couple months? Why wait? Why wait? What a fucking lazy thing to do, to put it off until January 1st. I'm telling you, if you start your fitness January 1st, you're already fucked in the head. You're already fundamentally fucking yourself. If you're waiting after the holidays, you're the kind of person that's going to quit anyway. Legit. Some people will see my ads and they'll see Swolenormous X and they'll be like, okay, I'll join after the hectic holidays. The holidays are when you should be locking it down. Why are you going to take 2 months? You're going to take 2 or 3 months off every fucking year. Once October rolls around, you're just going to quit. You're just going to quit, punch out, eat shit, trash your body for 3 months every year. Where do the holidays have anything to do with it? All it is just stuffing face and spending money. That's what they want you to do. You don't have to buy into the whole marketing crap of the holidays. It's just, I mean, if you're hardcore religious and you celebrate whatever it is for that reason, that's one thing. But aside from that, it's just more reasons for you to stuff your face and to buy shit. That's all it is. That's all the holiday season is. Eat, stuff your face, and buy shit. Obviously, buy shit to stuff your face. That's all it is. Halloween's already gone. Oh, stuffing candy, all the candy, costumes, Halloween's here. It's gone. People just look forward to the next holiday, the next thing, the next excuse to stuff their face, the next Friday happy hour, the next football game or whatever. I don't even know if sports are still going on. God, I couldn't care less about pro sports, let alone fucking shit football. Who fucking cares about that stuff now? Who cares about that shit? Anyway, I digress. Kashina, I think the stress of the holidays supposedly is the best time to focus on your health. I agree. Working out and getting on track with, I agree. Best time of year. If you can do it, if you're going to do it around the holidays, you are fine all year round. All year round. If you can lock it down during the holidays, you are fine. You're 100% all year round. This is the best time to do it, because if you can't do it now, you're not going to be able to lock it down any other time. If you can lock it down during all this stress, the stress of people trying to stuff their faces with weird food combinations, it's always the holidays. Thanksgiving is the day where you just eat the most retarded combination of foods and things you would never eat together ever for good reason. And you just put it all on the same plate and you're like, no, that shouldn't be combined. It's like, I want a steak. Thanksgiving, big old ribeye for daddy. I just want a nice big old steak. Anyway, how's your society doing, or wherever you're living from? Where are you living at? What's the lockdown situation? What's going on with COVID in your area? Eleni, we have lockdown in Greece, unfortunately. Gym closed, but I started training at home. I'm going to lose that last 10 pounds I want. Gyms are closed again. I don't think they're closed in Florida. I still haven't been back. Steak. Strong food. You can still enjoy your holidays. Of course, I say fuck the holidays, but you can still enjoy them. Enjoy being around friends and family and stuff. But you know what I'm talking about. It's just an excuse to eat garbage food, as every single holiday and every single gathering of human beings is about fucking your face with food. It wouldn't be a problem if people weren't so fat and unhealthy. But because they're so fat and unhealthy, it's a problem. And people just try to use that as an excuse. Oh, but the holidays. Oh, but so-and-so brought this food over. Oh, but they offered me a piece. Doesn't mean you have to eat it. Are you a child? Just do everything someone says. They told you to eat it, so you're just going to fucking eat it. That's it. You good boy. You good boy. You eat your food. You good boy. You good boy. Yow. Yow.
This house is a fucking prison on planet bullshit. In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks.
It's going to be how people feel around the holidays. So much family over, like, oh my God, this house is a fucking prison. Let me out. Let me away from these people. Let's see. California, gyms are open in my area. Nice. Lockdown in France. Gyms are closed too. Boo. Everything is open in the Florida Panhandle. I live in Vegas. Pretty intense here now. What does that mean? It's intense in Vegas. What does that mean? Wisconsin is in a no travel zone because of COVID numbers up here. Let's see here. Massachusetts has a curfew at night now. Everyone has to be home by 9:30 and face masks inside public places and outside no matter what. Fuck wearing that shit outside. Give me a break. You try and tell me to wear a mask outside. If you're in public places, if you're in close proximity and indoors and stuff. But if I'm outside walking, of course I'm in Florida, but if I'm outside walking around, there's no way. Not a chance. For me, I'm not doing it. Especially outside, you're not going to catch it in the open sun, air, fresh air. But of course, if you go inside, be smart. Be smart. Just wear it when you go inside a store and just put it on. I put it on when I walk inside the building. Got big signs on it. It's like, put on a mask. Be smart. Follow the rules. But I see people walking their dogs outside wearing a mask. I'm like, that's just, you're affecting your ability to breathe. There's no need to walk your dog and wear a mask. I think that's pretty ridiculous. You don't have to worry about COVID in Florida as much as you do alligators. No shit. Gyms are open on Long Island. You have to wear masks. I just continue to work out at home. Yeah, I wouldn't wear a mask at the gym. In other words, I mean, if you have to, if that's the law and the rules, then of course, if you want to work out in the gym, you wear a mask. But I wouldn't want to wear a mask at the gym. That's why I'm not going to go to a gym. I ain't lifting with a mask on. Fuck that. Yeah, I see people driving by wearing a mask in a car alone. It is pretty fucking funny. If you're in a car and you're just driving and you're wearing them, it's pretty silly. That's pretty silly. At the same time, I do understand there is some like logic behind it. You don't want to touch it and take it out and touch it on, but come on, you're in a car by yourself. You don't need it. You don't need it. Let's see here. Eleni, we have to wear masks everywhere, and same here. No one on the streets after 9:30 p.m. Yep, I like training at home. Pants are optional. I agree. Plants are optional. All right, let's get into the first.
What's in the box?
What we got? We got a little poop post coming. Where's my poop sound? Where's my poop sound? All right, first post today. We're going to get into this one. Keeping food outside of your home does not create control. It creates obsession and binging. Ooh.
Matt Damon.
Does it really? Tell us more. Get the food in your home. It will eerily create the opposite effect. You'll find peace and normalcy with it.
Matt Damon.
Go fuck yourself.
What are you, my God? I'm not making these posts up. So for anyone that thinks that I'm spending time on Photoshop and just making these posts, I could not think of this stuff myself. You can't make this up. You can't make this stuff up. This is just, you have to be that brain dead. You have to be that brain dead to actually think like this and then decide to, it doesn't make any sense. So if you're listening to this podcast only, it's a little picture of a house and it has all the different foods around it, little emoji icons of pizza and donuts and chips and bread and stuff. Does this make any sense? Keeping food outside of your home, what, like in the bushes? Keeping food outside does not create control. That's completely incorrect. You do realize that you need to create control in your environment. If you want to set a good habit, then one of the first fundamental rules is don't bring that shit food inside your fucking house. If you're an alcoholic, don't have alcohol in your house. If you're a sugar addict, don't keep sugar in your house. So if you keep food outside your home, in other words, if you don't buy shit fucking food, which you shouldn't, it creates obsession and binging. I feel fine. I don't binge at all. I'm not obsessed with junk food. I'm not obsessed with all the chips that are at the supermarket that I haven't purchased. I'm a grown-ass man. I can go on Amazon and just order junk food. I don't, because I want to fuel my body properly, and I have no desire to eat shit food. Get the food in your home. That's right, fam. Buy all the shit peanut butter and the fucking ice creams and the cookies and the lollipops and the cereals and the chips and the pizza and the donuts and everything that you see in this picture. Get the food in your home. It will eerily create the opposite effect. What are you talking about? If you get the food in your home, it's going to go in your mouth. You're creating the opposite effect. Yeah, you're creating the opposite effect. The food was outside your home, and now you're creating the opposite effect by putting it inside your home. That's the opposite effect. You're not going to find peace and normalcy with it. You're going to eat it all, and you're going to be a fat fuck and trash your body. Silly fucking morons. At the Body Love Society. You have to love your body. And if you don't love your body, the only way to love your body is by stuffing it with addictive foods. That's the only way you can love your body. Apparently, according to the Body Love Society, you have to bring junk food into your home and eat it. That's the only way to truly love your body, is to stuff it with addictive foods. That trash your system. Trashed. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. The stupidity is endless.
What's in the box?
Endless. We got another post from the SwoleFam. We got some reasonable logic, and we got some inspiration here. This is from Alicia. Hey, SwoleFam. Hey, Alicia. What up, Beesh? What's up, Beesh? She says, hey, SwoleFam. I haven't posted in a while, and I feel pretty terrible about it. You should feel terrible about it. You should feel absolutely awful. I was and currently am having an internal battle with myself, and it distracted me from my fitness goals for a while. I'm currently trying to get back on track with my life and meet my weight requirements for the Army. Thank you for your service. I've been in the group the past week reading about everyone's successes, and I just want to say thank you for helping me regain my motivation to continue this journey. Everyone keep striving to be the best version of yourselves. Love all of you.
He's heating up!
That's amazing. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that. I will continue to try to be the best version of myself, as all of you, fam. But hey, Alicia, maybe you should try bringing all these garbage foods into your house and love yourself. Bring all this shit food. You see the contrast every single episode? It's just amazing, positive, just fucking people crushing it every day in the SwoleFam. And then you have these shit posts that are out there trying to justify you being a lazy, mediocre fuck. That's what you get in society. You go out the front door, you're going to get people trying to give you 8th place trophies, saying, oh, putting your arm around your shoulder. Everything's going to be fine. You don't have to try. Don't try, and you never fail. You never fail if you don't try. You never get anything worth having if you don't try. You have to learn how to fail. You got to learn how to lose. That's why sports are great. You learn how to fucking lose. Take a loss. Take a loss. Good shit. Good shit, Alicia. Good shit. I agree with that too, Greg. Cooking real food has a feeling of actually doing something. Creating something gets you motivated to do more. It's like making your bed, cooking your food, getting physically invested in your health. Sure. It's just really ridiculous when you look at that. Like the first shit post we went over today. I mean, there's no benefit to bringing that shit in your house. There's no benefit to bringing that shit in your house, especially if you're addicted to it. You're addicted to these foods. There's no reason to have this shit in your house. Why are you having shit fucking foods in your house? These are literal drugs. These are literal manufactured pieces of shit that you're eating. You can justify it however you want, but there's no value for putting these things in your body. You can go outside in public and look at everyone, look at all the people, and look at the results of what happens when you put this kind of crap in your body. Yeah, you go outside and you see that. And these people that have diabetes and that are suffering from obesity because they brought that upon themselves, they are more at risk for all diseases, including COVID, including the flu, including heart attacks and death, just fucking cancers and just problems. These are preventable problems. You're putting yourself in a higher risk category. And that's where the fat acceptance, that's where this kind of like fringe nonsense comes from. It's getting more and more mainstream. You see it on the cover of magazines, all the obesity and all the people that are trying to get props for being fat and you're proud and you're so shamelessly fat. You need some more shame. You need to take care of your health a little bit more. You need to be a better role model for your audience because you're just lying to people saying that, oh, look how proud I am. Look how beautiful I am. I disagree. I don't like morbidity. I don't like death. I don't like seeing an unhealthy body. I don't think it looks beautiful. That's my opinion. So if you want more and you want to excel, you have to put in work. It shouldn't be easy. It should not be easy. And it's not easy. There's a lot of temptation out there. I'm not saying there isn't temptation every single corner, but it's all marketing. It's all business. Once you're literally and legitimately using the word properly, when you're really awake and you're aware of what's going on, you're aware of the marketing, you're aware of the manipulation, then you can make better decisions, but you have to be hyper aware of it. Don't deny it just to justify your lack of action. Don't justify it just to get that instant mouth pleasure. I love my food. Most of you love your food, and you love not only the feeling of eating it, but you love knowing that you're taking care of your body and you're eating real, nutritious, valuable food. It's nice to not be hungry all the fucking time, isn't it? Isn't it nice to not be hungry all the time when you're really eating a lot of dense food? For those of you that eat a lot of grass-fed beef and you're having, sweet potatoes, vegetable, whatever you like to eat, when you're eating real dense food and you're eating sufficiently to handle your needs, you're just not hungry. It's nice to not worry about food all the time. I don't obsess about food. I pretty much just drink coffee. Maybe I have like a tablespoon of honey or something around my workout. I'm drinking coffee. And then in the evening, I fucking cook some steak and I fucking pound food. I make my kill, but I make sure that I'm exercising. I'm doing the sauna. I'm doing my mobility. I'm doing my meditation. I'm doing my 7 pillars. I'm getting my workout in. And later in the day, I stuff my face, but I stuff it with quality foods. So I usually eat, once or twice a day. I usually eat later in the day, later on the evening. But you got to find what works best for you, but it's silly. It's ridiculous. Once you actually feel the benefits of health, right? You feel so much better once you get rid of all these things. You just don't want to bring them back in. It's not about, oh my God, I wish I could have that. I'm so stressed. No, you just don't want to trash your body. You don't want to feel like crap. And you start looking at foods differently. Seriously, you start looking at chips and you look at it as if you would look at a t-shirt. You're not going to be, oh my God, I wish I could put that t-shirt. That t-shirt's looking good. You're not going to put a t-shirt in your fucking mouth. If you look at potato chips the same way, that's not really food. Just because you can chew it and swallow it, you can chew plastic and swallow it too. It's not going to bode well for you. Just because you can swallow something doesn't mean you should. Haha, that's what she said. Oh. You keep high cookies.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
What we got down here? Let's see. Nick C. They have confidence that constantly needs validation, or they lack confidence. Silly fat acceptance. Jesse, Papa, there's a fat activist on Instagram. What else is new? Who's in the ICU on a ventilator. And her last update was days ago. She was insisting this wasn't because of her weight, and she's like 400 pounds. That was days ago. Is she alive still? I mean, this isn't something to gloat over. I'm not like, haha, she's 400 pounds plus. She's on a ventilator. But I mean, that's what happens. That's why I'm talking so strongly against it. I don't want this person to suffer. I hope he or she, I'm sure it's a she. I mean, what male fat activists are out there? So I'll just default to she. But she's in the ICU on a ventilator. Was it COVID related? She was insisting it wasn't because of her weight. If you're over 400 pounds and you need help to breathe, you have extra fat on your body. It's harder for you to lift your ribs. So people don't understand how breathing actually works. When you expand your thoracic cavity, all right, you're increasing the volume which decreases the pressure inside your thoracic cavity. And because the pressure subtly drops below atmospheric pressure, air rushes into your lungs. When those muscles relax, the volume of your thoracic cavity decreases, increasing the pressure inside just above atmospheric pressure, and then the air rushes out. So what you're doing is you're changing the volume inside your respiratory cavity, your thoracic cavity. I'm just using all sorts of words here, but your lung area, right? Your thoracic cavity, and you are adjusting the volume, which adjusts the pressure, which allows the air to come in. If you have a lot of extra fat and you have a lot of extra stuff on top, it's harder for your ribs to lift. It's harder for your diaphragm to depress. You have to engage more proactively for your breathing and that wheezing and that recovery. And you have much more flesh and you're trying to pump blood around. You don't have a lot of muscle tissue to help with venous return, to help with distribution of blood. It's just a hot mess. You're not making it easy on yourself. Her fans set up a GoFundMe for her, but I honestly don't know if she's okay. I keep checking, but no updates since before Halloween. Yes, it is COVID. Ish. Look, on all those charts, we've talked about that, especially when COVID was first popping off. That right there at the top, I think the number two comorbidity for having, I think first is what, age or heart disease or existing. And then number two is obesity. If you're obese, you are much more at risk. You are just multiples more at risk for having severe consequences or death from COVID. It's just like anything with the flu. Just being alive and being obese, you're at higher risk for having, health issues. Oh, welcome. Bernadette Hernandez, my first time catching you live. I found you on TikTok. People still follow me on TikTok? TikTok has completely blocked me too. I still post, but my stuff gets flagged. I get no distribution. I feel like every platform just gets together and like, okay, don't give Papa Swolio any views. Don't show his videos to anyone. No, he doesn't get a single follower extra. He might lose a couple, might gain it. No, do not distribute his content. TikTok is like, ugh. I'm so over TikTok. Every once in a while I go through and I post a bunch, but TikTok's ugh. I'm telling you, I think we're coming into a phase of people are going to start just, ejecting social media. I think people are going to start kind of reverting back to other types of communication like we do in the SwoleFam, like private groups, like Facebook groups and private discussion boards and texting and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, TikTok is like pulling teeth. It takes a lot for me to want to like get into doing TikToks, but I will probably get back into doing some more. Those Instagram stories, reels and stuff, the Arnold voices, the jokes and stuff are fun. It's fun sometimes. Pretty boring already though. TikTok is really kind of, Jeff tried to get a morbidly obese guy at work to try to take a deep breath. He couldn't inhale for 5 seconds without coughing. Jesus Christ. Miss Raven, I don't get what is so hard about understanding that being obese is not good for the body or society. But feelings, Miss Raven, people have feelings. People need to not have their feelings hurt. Don't you know that? I have gotten rid of all social media. The only thing I use is YouTube. Soundtrack Technoid. I hear ya. Bring back message boards. Well, we have that inside Swolenormous X. Yeah. The old school message boards. I remember those. Papa would get blacklisted from Swole TV if they could do it. I know. There's a lot of great stuff. Oh, we're going. That's what we'll talk about on Monday. So obviously there's a lot of stuff coming out publicly. There's a lot of stuff with Red, White, and Swole. There's a lot more content coming with the Swolenormous Procast, the actual like audio procasts. New impact and new shows and stuff are launching. So there's a lot of cool stuff, but all of that is funneling into Swole TV. So those of you that are already members of the SwoleFam, there's a lot of stuff coming to your membership, and Swole TV is ready to pop off. Everything's going just the way we expected. That's why we have our private sites and stuff. Can't trust social media at all. Can't trust it. Oh. Kayla Fawn, literally no animal in the wild is obese, but apparently that's our human natural state. It's our natural state. That's right. It's our natural state. Speaking of natural state, let's get into some more Duke posts. Let's go a little bit deeper, shall we, fam? Are you ready to go balls deep? Let's go into some more shit posts. Drop some Dookie in the comments below. Let's get into it.
That's deep.
Oh, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it. Red, White, and Swole is my thing. Left 5 stars, and a review the other day? That's fantastic. Thank you. We'll have a new episode coming up later tonight. Didn't get a chance to do it earlier. The days have been a little bit weighted in the evening, but we'll be getting back to some earlier content. Let's get into the next Duke post. Let's get into this one.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Let's see here. The Wellful. Oh, just an extra thirsty on this. You can find this on the Swolenormous channel. The Wellful. Using food as a coping mechanism and eating for reasons other than hunger is 100% normal. Okay, and can even be healthy. Let's keep the shame and guilt away from eating, please, and thank you.
Everybody knows you never look full retard.
All right, so if you're just listening, this is a tweet from a page called The Wellful, using food as a coping mechanism. So number one, we all know that coping mechanisms fundamentally, the phrase coping mechanism is really usually not used positively. If it's a coping mechanism, you can have a good coping mechanism. You can meditate, go for a walk, take care of yourself. There are different ways to cope, but usually when we use coping mechanism, it's because you're not coping properly, right? This is something that you're resorting to deflect from the real issue at hand, or to try to satisfy another craving so you can essentially, have that instant dopamine release. You can get that kind of warm, fuzzy feeling and pretty much distract yourself from the actual issue. Putting a Band-Aid, instead of actually not stabbing yourself with a knife anymore, that you won't need any more Band-Aids or gauze, right? So using food as a coping mechanism and eating for reasons other than hunger. Eating for reasons other than hunger. That's one of the downfalls of our society. It's why people are obese, because you're not possibly hungry. You're not hungry. You might have the wrong triggers. You might have the wrong signals because you're eating junk food. And let's talk about that.
Matt Damon.
Definitely a full-blown Matt Damon. You're not getting the right hunger cues because you're not eating real food. So you actually don't know. This is one of the things that a lot of you have probably recognized and learned from doing the elimination diet. So drop that in the comments down below if you have reset your hunger mechanism from doing an elimination diet. And that's usually what does happen when you actually unplug yourself from the matrix, no joke, and you start eating real foods that work for your body, where you're actually getting sufficient nutrient density. Okay, you're eating quality foods. You reset your hunger cues. When you're eating high fructose corn syrup, when you're eating all these grains and processed carb sources primarily, your hunger mechanisms are completely fucked. You feel hungry when plus you're dehydrated. Most people are dehydrated. They're not getting proper water intake. They're also not getting enough sleep. So when you are fatigued, when your body is worn down, you are also getting different signals. You're also getting just incorrect signals. You're getting a different language. You're not interpreting it properly. Your initial reaction is, oh, I must feel hungry. Your body just doesn't know anything else to tell you. Your body needs more energy. So rather than say, hey, you're tired, you need some sleep, you might have 3 kids, 2 jobs. You might be stressed out at work, so you just don't have time to sleep right now. You can't just lay down, well, I guess I'll just take a nap then. So what else do? You reach for some more coffee. Okay. And coffee can be a negative if you're just using coffee just to stimulate yourself all the time. I mean, I like my coffee. I do. But at the same time, there could be downsides to it. If you're always just leaning on coffee, you feel exhausted, you're eating that afternoon sugar crash. You shouldn't have an afternoon crash. You're having an afternoon crash because you're exhausted. You're probably dehydrated. You're not getting enough nutrition. You're tired. You're exhausted. So your body says, all right, get some food, because then you get that sugar release and then you get a little bit of a boost for a couple more hours. And then you crash again later. You go on this roller coaster. this insulin roller coaster of just sugar emptying into your bloodstream, and it's not good. You create this vicious cycle of just eating when you should be drinking, sleeping, and getting better nutrients. You just keep on filling up with these empty calories. You're getting energy, but you're not getting nutrition. And you always feel hungry because you're not getting enough nutrition. It's like your body trying to sift through a pile of garbage, trying to find some nutrients in there. Like that's what you're dealing with. That's what you subject yourself to. Let's take some comments. Kayla Fawn, I think the biggest thing is that people confuse not full with hungry. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm not full, so let me keep on eating. People eat for entertainment. People eat for entertainment. That's what you do. You go somewhere, oh, I like the taste of this. Let me keep on eating it. And that's why cookies and all these junk foods, tons of fats, polyunsaturated fats, vegetable oils, and they combine sugar and fat so you don't stop eating them. You just want to eat more for entertainment. Miss Raven, why use food for coping? Go work out, go run, go do something productive, or just buck up and confront the issue. Well, that will take effort. That will take effort. That will take building proper habits. That'll take discipline, and fucking people don't have that kind of initiative. SwoleFam's different. The average person doesn't have that kind of initiative. That's the problem. You want it to be easy. K Marshall. We got two Ks back to back, a K LaFon and a K Marshall. What are the chances? What are the chances?
Yow, that's fucking bullshit.
Oh, chill out, Arnold. This is very exciting times. 2 Ks in a row. I like it. My emotions trigger me to grab for the comfort snacks. Yeah, well, you get that release. You get that dopamine release. You get that rush. Think about that. Your emotions. What does food have anything to do with your emotions? You see what I'm saying? Nothing. You get emotional, so you go for snacks. Just think about that. It doesn't make sense. It's like, well, I'm frustrated. I need to cook food. Let me hammer this nail. It's like, well, that's not going to help you get food. In other words, doing X doesn't necessarily solve the issue for A. You have emotional stress. I get it. But a proper option would be meditation or going for a walk or listening to some music or doing some other type of restorative function to solve the actual problem, not go for just, let me just eat some Oreos. Doesn't solve the problem. You're still there. The emotions and the issues that are triggering those emotions or your lack of management of those emotions, that still remains. Maria, using food as a coping mechanism is normal? Bullshit.
So bullshit. All of it.
Raven, oh my God, yes. Did elimination diet as a part of clean keto and my body just reset itself in time. Now I go 20 to 22 hours from meal to meal and drink at least 4 to 6 liters of water a day. Good for you. Jarella, soothing or distracting children with food from boredom or negative emotional states teaches emotional eating. There is no excuse for a child to be bored today. If you have kids, you should slap them across the face. Don't slap your kids. You should slap your kids if they ever say they're bored. There's no reason for a child to be bored today. That's a lazy fucking excuse, right? That's a lazy fucking excuse. I hear you, Cerny. Cerny says, that's about as smart as saying heroin is okay to use for coping, right?
Come on, stop whining.
Oh, evening coffee is gone. Good. I don't need more coffee. I've had enough. Erica with an A. It was hard to break the habit of eating at supper time with my son, even if I wasn't hungry. If I'm not hungry, I now don't eat, but I sit down with him still with a big cup of water. There you go. Let's see here. What we got here, Eric, a little off topic, found something on Kickstarter called Pivot, a Murphy bed that folds up and there's a power rack on the other side. Home gym for the win. Oh, I kind of see how that would look like, right? One of those rogue things that comes off so the legs of the bed is a rack on the other side. That's interesting. Can you imagine like racking a squat and the bed falls down on you? I would have to. That sounds risky. Sounds pretty cool. What's up, Ollie? Oliver? No, you fuck. Savage. This is a denial pattern, an addiction called absolute denial. I am sure there is some blaming in their lives too. Preach. Sound tractechnoid. Food is engineered to be addictive, and we are stressed. When we are stressed, we go for the addictions, i.e. the dopamine release. I hears you. K. LaFon. I have to define which K are we talking about here. When I said I was bored as a kid, my mom would grab the cleaner and a toothbrush, and I got to clean the tile grout. I got real good at finding shit to do. Good for your mom. Good for your mom. We need more moms like that. We need more moms that are like, you know what? Here, fucking clean some grout, bitch. Get your grout on. Oh, we got a new member to the fam. What we got here?
What's in the box?
What we got, Devin? Welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. Let me get this post down here. Welcome, D. All right, let's see what we got here. Hello, fam. Hello, Poppet. Quick question for all you mamas out there. All right, mamas to the main stage. We were just talking about moms slapping kids and stuff like that. We're just talking about child abuse. Let's get into it. I recently found out that I'll be having my second wee one, and I'm currently 11 weeks pregnant. Congratulations. But my appetite has been through the goddamn roof, while also going through some pretty intense morning sickness and crazy fatigue. As you can probably guess, the increased appetite along with the sickness slugging has been very hard in the quote, not gaining weight department. I'm determined to have the healthiest pregnancy possible while simultaneously trying to keep my weight gain in check. The last few weeks weren't the healthiest, as carbs were the only types of food I could keep down. I eat them, they make me not puke, and then I feel awful. Hangover, carb effects, help. Do any mamas have any advice when it comes to insatiable hunger? I drink a gallon of water a day and eat a lot of fruits and veggies, so that's not a problem. And how to try to keep active when you feel like you're dying. Jesus Christ. I already feel kind of chubby, and it's not doing wonders for my self-esteem. I know that's not the most important thing, but I'd like to feel as healthy mentally as I do physically. I want to be the best possible energetic mama for my 3-year-old and my new little baby to come. Any advice would be very, very appreciated. Like, you have no idea how much appreciated. Thank you all, and I love you guys. Well, I'm going to default 100% to all the mamas out there, but I'm going to tell you this right now. I already kind of feel chubby. You're pregnant with a fucking human being, so you're going to feel chubby. You got hormones going crazy. You got a lot of stuff going on that has to do with growing a living creature inside you. So, yeah, this is not a normal, it's a normal situation. Don't get me wrong. This is probably the most normal thing that a human being can do, is to have a child. That's like the fundamental reason we're here on this earth, to have more, to fuck, eat, sleep, and have more babies, and survival of the fittest. The strongest of us would survive into the next generation. This is why there's so many fucking people on this planet, because all we do is just fuck and have kids and eat and sleep and fuck and eat and sleep and shit and fuck and sleep. That's all we do. Everyone's trying to act like, this election or everything, and like, oh my God, I can't believe Netflix didn't release my show. The only reason we're here is to fuck and eat and sleep. And that's why everyone just thinks about sex all the time. It's because we're just programmed to fuck and eat and sleep. Why are we always obsessing over food? It's because we're supposed to go look for food and have a hard time finding food. So we're supposed to be hypersensitive to getting more food, which is why now we have to kind of tame that a little bit, because food is so easy to get. Why we have to cover the nipples? Don't see the nipples. That's all we want to see. It's like we just torture ourselves, right? We are on an evolutionary level. We're just designed to just nonstop look for food and to fucking reproduce. And it's like, no. You must be appropriate. No. You can't eat too much. You're going to gain too much weight. There's just food everywhere. We're programmed to like scrape and hunt for food. And that's the last thing we have to do right now. We just have food everywhere. Yeah, we're fighting our biology, man. We're fighting our biology. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I'm not a mother. I don't got kids. Thank God. But congratulations. If you want to have kids, congratulations, Devin. You sound excited. And I hope you have a very healthy pregnancy. So moms, drop in the comments below. Let's take some mom responses for that. Let's see here. Let me get some comments. What we got here? Where are the mamas? Drop your comments down below. Russell 6 says, well, you are literally growing a human, so I'd put the weight to the side for now. Ginger works for morning sickness. Jarella says, baked potatoes. Seriously? That tiredness usually passes. Thank you for the input. Rhino, I'm so glad I will never get pregnant. As am I, sir. As am I, good sir. See, at least like all the Swole fam, the dudes are just honest. Like Jeff's like, I absolutely could not handle being a woman. Yeah, fuck that shit. And this is not like a misogynist thing to say, but I am so glad I'm not a woman. I'm so glad. I'm sure there's benefits somehow, but bleeding every month and having to like push a human being out of one of my orifices, like, no, big time. Fuck that. As if I had a choice. Like, I'm so glad I'm not a woman. I guess I could. I guess it's 2020. I could just decide tomorrow. I guess I could decide tomorrow if I want to be a woman, right? That's acceptable now. I mean, it's like whatever I feel, right? It's like happy, sad. Do I feel like being a woman today? We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll change my pronouns from he swole to she swole. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. It's not Friday yet. We'll see. We got fuck 'em. Ooh, again, we got fuck 'em Friday coming up. Fuck 'em Friday.
Matt Damon.
Time to delete beaches tomorrow. Tomorrow is time to delete beaches. All right, let's see here. Maria, weight gain during pregnancy is inevitable. You are eating for two. Perhaps ask your doctor if a high-fat, low-carb diet can work for you. Let's see. Red Royals, you are growing a new life inside you. If carbs are what you can keep down for the time being, baked potatoes and pasta. I was carb mad when I was pregnant, and those were the base for what I ate. No baby Swolios on the way. Fuck no. No. No, that's a decision you can't undo. No. No, thank you. Let's see. Amy, tough because you have cravings. I craved lean meats and veggies and lost weight while pregnant. Holy shit. Each person is so different. Wow. You know, it's one thing to drop a comment here on a live stream, but of course, you know, I could say, oh, you should do this. Don't eat pasta. I mean, I wouldn't recommend anyone eat stuff that you shouldn't be eating when you're not pregnant, like eating the right foods and foods that are the best for your body. But of course, you know, if your doctor is saying pound bread, I'm not going to be here and be like, well, don't listen to your doctor. You got to listen to your doctor, and everyone's going to have their own allergies. Or I know when you're pregnant, your hormones are going crazy. Some foods taste nauseating, or you have weird cravings and stuff like that. Anyway, it happens. It happens, but welcome to the fam. Devin, welcome. Oh my God, we got the last one today. The last one for today. The last shift post for today. And we'll get another SwoleFam post. What's in the box? Remember, if you want to win today's Swole card, hashtag fuck your resolutions. Drop that in the comments down below. And remember, make sure that you are subscribed to the Daily Swole podcast. You can catch all the shows. Just type in Swolenormous, your favorite podcast app. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. I know we're a little bit light tonight. Seems like we're getting worse distribution from YouTube, but make sure you hit the like button. It means a lot. It helps a lot. Make sure you subscribe to Daily Swole, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a 5-star review if you enjoy the podcast, and also check out Red, White, and Swole. And like I said, lots of updates coming to Swole TV and to SwoleFam members. If you want to learn more about the Fuck Your Resolution specials, check out SwoleNormousX.com. Now is the time to join, because we're about to blow shit up. We're about to blow the fucking lid off. Got a lot of content, a lot of other content coming tonight. Got another episode of Red, White, and Swole coming up after the podcast, so you can keep an eye out for that. All right, we got another shit post. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, check it out. And if you want to join the Swole fam, specials going on right now, SwoleNormousX.com. All right, let's get into this dookie post.
Snap your dick off and jam it into your ass.
Snap your dick off and jam it into your ass. All right, here we go. Living in donut land. Living in donut land is a normal reaction to having been in diet land.
Matt Damon.
Lisa Rutledge gets a Matt Damon. Living in donut land is a normal reaction to having been in diet land. Well, let me tell you something, Lisa, you don't know how to diet properly. I think that word diet is so bastardized. It's been raped and ravaged and left for fucking dead. The word diet is not an evil word. The word diet just means everything that you consume. I have a diet. You have a diet. We all have a diet. Let's stop looking at this. What you mean by saying diet land is eating dumb shit in horrifically restricted quantities. You mean drinking lemonade and eating celery for a week? Oh my God, I was in diet land and it was terrible. Now I'm living in donut land. Yeah, if you're starving yourself for calories and you're eating complete nutrient void food, yeah, you're going to want to just binge and just eat whatever the fuck you want. How about eating real food? Donut land. You mean stuffing your fat fucking face land? I'm sure you're a registered dietitian too, Lisa. Boo. Sounds like diabetes to me. Sounds like diabetes. Donut land, there's such a place? Oh yeah, it's called your corner gas station. Yeah, they're everywhere. They's everywhere. Living in donut land. Living in donut land. Let's take one more SwoleFam post. We need a SwoleFam post. We gotta wash that shit out of our fucking mouth. All right, we got to follow up with this one. This is from Hiram. Let's see. Hello, fam. I'm posting my semi-weekly update and a little bit of a discussion question. Let's follow up strong here. So I started week 6 of the 90-day dash this week, and I have never been as sore as I am this week. I have been feeling like the past weeks haven't been pushing myself hard enough, so I chose to change that this week. The past couple of weeks have been difficult in terms of my diet, as I fell off the wagon the hardest and have since started my elimination, and so I had to get on an elimination. Okay, just unpack that. That was a little redundant there. So take a deep breath. Related to that, I am trying to set a goal as part of an online course project to focus on being more mindful when I eat, which means focusing on eating my food and not doing anything else when lunch or dinner rolls around and chewing thoroughly. Okay. I mean, you should always chew your food. As for the discussion question I mentioned at the top, I've been a bit frustrated with myself these past couple of months. The pandemic notwithstanding and questioning whether I am doing enough, specifically, I sometimes feel like I'm not doing enough to push my career forward or pushing myself enough in my training. For example, in my training, I feel that I am not pushing enough to reach my goal of hypertrophy, but at the same time, that is not the focus of the 90-day dash. Well, it is in your later weeks, but it's not like when you start, you don't just start off trying to lift as heavy as you can. I know that whether someone is doing enough is different for everyone, but I wanted to ask how some of you have dealt with similar situations where you've also felt this. What are you feeling? There's a lot of analysis in this post. You need to get out of your own fucking head, Hiram. That's my first suggestion is you are analyzing the shit out of all this. Let's get back to some of the basics here. And I think I'm gonna try to answer this. You can drop your comments down below. So I started week 6 of the 90-day dash, and I've never been as sore as I am this week. There you go. That as is normal when you're progressing through the program. You've been feeling like the past weeks you haven't been pushing yourself hard enough. Well, good. Now you're pushing harder. Okay. The past couple weeks have been difficult for your diet. You fell off the wagon. Okay. So get back on. Remember the elimination diet, doing it at the same time as a 90-day dash. Remember how I've mentioned that and they get started and everything, that you don't necessarily have to do them at the same time because you're trying to do a lot of stuff at once. It's not like necessarily you do the elimination diet and then you don't do it at the same time. So you might just be adding too many variables at once. You might want to focus more on being consistent with the program, cutting out partial to a partial elimination. Maybe it's just too much for you to handle psychologically to think of all things. Or if it wasn't planned well. Let's see here. So you're going to be more mindful when you eat. I'm not sure what the problem is with your eating. More mindful when you eat. That's good. Practicing your meditation, your brain gains, being more mindful is excellent. So you see, you're questioning whether you're doing enough. Here's where we can really hammer. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough to push my career forward. All right, you're thinking about a lot of stuff. There's a lot of conflation here. So you're thinking about you're not doing enough to push your career forward. And then you're talking about hypertrophy. And before you're talking about nutrition, you're thinking, you need to, I would say brain gains, no joke. I really think you're talking about 4 or 5 different things in this post. I would say much more mindfulness and meditation. I would dig into the brain gain section a lot more. You're doing plenty. Because if you say right here, you say, I feel in the last paragraph, right in the middle, I feel that I am not pushing enough to reach my goal of hypertrophy. But at the same time, that is not the focus of the 90-day dash. That's not true either. The 90-day dash is a progressive program, and there is the swole section in the last phase of the program. So it's absolutely a hypertrophy program, but that has to come down to your nutrition and your rep scheme and your volume that you do. You're definitely going to put on muscle. It's just not the Swole. It's a progressive program for all levels. If you want a focused hypertrophy program, you do Swole season. So it's definitely going to progress you into it. So you're wondering, it sounds like just emotionally, you're wondering if you feel like you're not doing enough. You just said at the beginning though. So you're answering your own question. Okay. I started week 6 and I've never been as sore as I am this week. So obviously you progressed it more than enough, potentially even too much. So just keep going. You're fine. I mean, maybe you're posting this, Hiram, as just like you want like a pat on the back and like just you want people to be like, you're fine. I mean, which is great. This is good news, Hiram. I'm not saying this is bad news. Like, this is good news. I just think you have to fucking just keep on going. I would say more mindfulness, more attention, more meditation would help tremendously because it sounds like you have a lot of thoughts in your brain. You're talking about your career and you're talking about your training. It just seems like a fundamental aspect of like, am I putting in enough effort? Because I mean, you can tell. I know you're talking, you talk about nutrition in the middle. You talk about crushing your workouts. You're in week 6. You're doing great. Like you're in the program. You're doing what you should be doing. And then you come into like talking about your career and am I doing enough? When you literally just said you've never been so sore. So you're obviously physically doing more than enough. So just keep going, Hiram. I would practice more meditation. I mean, I think you're doing great. I think you're doing great. I'm giving you some grills for that one. I think you're doing fantastic. I don't think there's anything to worry about. What are your thoughts, fam? Drop a comment down below. Make sure you go and comment on these posts too. These are available in the private group. So make sure you drop a comment there as well. So if you comment here on the live cast, do so, but also drop a comment in the group. Maria says, Hiram, this is normal. Training is up and down. When you pray for rain, you have to deal with the mud. So this is just part of it. I like that quote. Do what you can and with what you have, stay the course. Thank you, Maria. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. I think you're good to go. Legit. I think you're good to go. Drop a comment there. Everyone can go and file in a little bit more. Those are my thoughts on it. I think you're already locked in. Legit. I think you're good to go. I don't think you have to worry. You have other things on that list. You have other things in that concern, Hiram, that I would encourage you to dig into a little bit more. Just when you're talking about your career and things like that, I just think there's other aspects that's weighing down on you psychologically, and understand that if you have issues psychologically that you have to deal with them where they're affecting you. You can't just exercise and burn off steam. It's like, well, those psychological stresses are still there. That's why meditation, mindfulness is important. Let's see what we got here. Brain gains for sure. Do what you need to do for you today. Keep that in mind day by day. That will lead to success. Meditation is all about bringing one's self to the present. Great job on posting up. Thank you, Oliver. Good input. Fire. Marissa, anyone else love to clean their house to the live Swole? Nice. I crushed today really helped me to pick up all the junk from the floor and the dryer. Very nice. Eleni, Marissa, I listen to Papa when I'm getting ready in the morning, starting my day with positive messages. Awesome. You guys are great. Let's get some Falcon in there. Have you quit going to the gym altogether? I haven't gone back to the gym physically. I've been training every day here. So I feel like I'll probably go back the next time. I'll start doing barbell stuff again. I kind of want to make that like my own gym. I'm not sure if I'm going to be going back to the gym. I'm not going to go back as long as I have to wear a mask for sure. Not to mention like it's safer to wear one. Like we still look, hey, you know, COVID is not the plague that we thought it was, but we're not out of it. it's still new. It's still new. Everything's new. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm just not adding more variables. I'm just sticking here, making sure I'm still locking my stuff down here. So for now, but I'm eager to get back to like, you know, getting a set place. Like, I mean, I jerry-rigged a lot of stuff around here to make it happen this year. So it's been interesting. It's been an interesting year, I think. We can all agree. Interesting year. All right, let's get this beesh. Let's get some Swole card action. Let's see what we got. Fuck your resolutions. Who's got today's Swole card? Scrolling up. Scrolling up. Third scroll. I feel like we're going to hit one. I feel like we're going to hit pay dirt. What we got here? Just missed. One more round. Nope. Well, I hit the wrong button. Okay. Music again. I hit the wrong button. Okay. Scrolling. Midnight. Gotta make sure you use the hashtags, fam. Missing a couple posts. No. One more time. Hey, third time's a charm. I think we'll get it. I think we'll get it this time. I keep landing on a post and like the one below is the fuck your resolutions. I'm literally not landing on anyone. All right. We're going to give this one to Hiram. We're giving this one to Hiram. Hiram, you need to fucking shut your mouth. And fucking get it done. Fuck your resolutions, Hiram. Keep going. The whole Swole fam, including myself, want you to have this card. Hiram, you're winning today's Swole card. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Make sure you go and comment on Hiram's post. That way Hiram can look at that fucking fuck your resolutions card every day. And remember that the Swole fam's got your back. Fuck your resolutions. Do it today. Get out of your own fucking head. Hiram, you got this. So make sure you go and leave a comment on Hiram's post and let Hiram know that Swole card winner. Send us an email, support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 1644, and your mailing address in the body of the email. So make sure you go over there and leave a comment telling Hiram that he won the card. Congratulations. Awesome. Excellent. Fantastic. So a reminder before we cover this beesh up, because you know it's coming up on it, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Check out the Daily Swole podcast. New episode for Red, White, and Swole coming up. Big announcements coming up on Monday. Lots of stuff here, but you can subscribe everywhere you enjoy your podcast. If you're listening to this, you already know what's up. Make sure you subscribe to all the shows. Let's put this beesh down. Let's nut you up, girl. Let's nut you up, girl. Come on. It's time. It's time. No, you cannot has. You cannot has. No. No. You cannot has these beesh. You cannot has the beesh. Nope. Really good. Oh, you sexy beesh. Gotta protect you. Gotta protect you. All right, Hiram, this card goes to you. Little Hadouken. Very, very nice.
I don't know how to put this, but it's kind of a big deal.
Ah, very nice. Look at that piano. Nothing like some good piano. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. I got this down. One hand. Nailed it. Nailed it. No, this is the music. Soundtrack Technoid. You can go suck a dick. This is my music, my jam. Never changing it. Never changing it. Yeah. Fucking nailed it. As always. Well, thank you, fam, for joining me for episode 1644 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for 1645. Fuck 'em Friday. Big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Fuck 'em Friday. We'll have another Red, White, and Swole coming up real soon. Thank you, Track Technoid. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We got to end on a positive note. Got to get some fucking little drum solo. We got a little falcon. Got to make sure that beesh doesn't get scooped up. But we got a lot of stuff coming. So Red, White, and Swole will be available soon. Also, we'll be having some other releases. Lots of shows, lots of content, lots of Swole TV, lots of SwoleFam. More. Remember, if you want to join the SwoleFam, what the fuck are you doing with your life? If you're not yet a member, you could join for less than $3 for a limited time only. It's all ending soon. Go learn more, SwoleNormousX.com. And yes, you love the cast being in the evening. Oh, I thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. We'll probably be going live earlier over in the course of time. It seems like it's midnight because it's fucking pitch black because we have stupid daylight savings. I don't know why we still have that. But anyway, thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow for 1645. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies. You